The wind howled across the desolate plains of Varkal 7, an uncolonized world where dust devils danced with ghostly silence and sky beasts glided in the high atmosphere. Commander Elliot Reeves adjusted his oxygen regulator and trudged toward the signal beacon flashing on his visor. He shouldn't have been here alone, but orders were clear. Retrieve the black box from the downed alien craft before the scavengers did. What Command hadn't told him was who else might be looking for it. The shipwreck loomed like the ribcage of some colossal beast, twisted metal reaching toward the orange sky. He approached with caution, hand on his sidearm, but what he found wasn't wreckage. It was her. A being crouched in the shadows, wings tucked, eyes glowing amber like molten gold. At first glance, Elliot thought she was some predator native to the planet, but her form was unmistakably sentient. She was tall, over 7 feet, muscular yet lithe. Her charcoal black skin shimmered faintly under the twin suns, and jagged spines decorated her forearms and tail. Most noticeable of all was the broken shackle clamped around her ankle. Their eyes met. She didn't lunge. She didn't speak. She bowed. Elliot froze. Are you injured? Her voice was a low purr, alien yet melodic. No. But you're not the one they sent to kill me. I wasn't sent to kill anyone, he replied, cautiously lowering his sidearm. She sniffed the air and tilted her head. You're human. I've never seen one up close. You're smaller than I expected. Softer. Elliot raised an eyebrow. And you're not what I expected either. Her laugh was bitter. Let me guess. You thought monster meant something drooling and brainless. That's what the Federation says about my kind, isn't it? I don't work for the Federation. I'm independent salvage. Then take your box and go. But if you leave me here, I'll die. Elliot hesitated. Her wings were torn. The shackle on her leg buzzed with a faint hum, an energy restraint. I can't leave you here, he muttered. Why? She asked, studying his face. Why would you risk it for a monster? He looked at her longer this time. Not at her claws, or the fangs that hinted past her lips, but at her bruises. The weariness in her eyes. And the way she was trying not to seem afraid of him. Her name was Thalzier, and she was one of the Veari, a species classified as hostile after the Battle of Sol 9. Elliot remembered that conflict. Humanity had barely won. Rumors said the Veari were merciless, born for war. But nothing about Thalzier matched that image now. She was dehydrated, starving, and still recovering from whatever weapon had brought her down. She didn't trust him at first, but she let him stabilize her wing and cut the restraint with his plasma torch. She growled when he touched her, more from instinct than malice. What happens now? She asked as they sheltered inside his drop shuttle. You deliver me for a bounty. There's no bounty, he said, passing her water. At least not one I care about. My job was the black box. You just happened to be here. She drank with both hands, her throat working hard. Then why not kill me and save yourself trouble? Because I don't kill people just because someone told me they're a threat. That made her go still. That's not how the others saw it. Others. Federation interrogators. Scientists. Soldiers. Her voice trembled. They tried to cut my wings off. Said I'd be easier to study. One of them called me beautiful before plunging the needle. Elliot felt something twist in his chest. I'm sorry. Her eyes locked onto his. Don't apologize for your species. I'm not, he said. I'm apologizing as a person. Thalzier leaned forward, her expression unreadable. Then tell me this, human. Why do you keep looking at me like that? Like what? Like I'm beautiful. Elliot blinked. Because you are. She recoiled slightly, as though the word physically struck her. No one's ever said that without sarcasm, she whispered. Well, I mean it, he said. Even with the fangs and the claws and the wings, you're not just some scary thing from a war briefing. You're strong, sharp, and still trying to live despite everything. That's beautiful to me. She was silent for a long time. Then quietly, they called me a monster. So why do you look at me like I'm anything but? Elliot's voice was soft. Because I see you. They stayed on the planet for 2 more days while Thalzieh regained her strength. Elliot reinforced the shuttle's interior, adjusting the artificial gravity to accommodate her wingspan. They talked about their worlds, their people, their wars. She told him how she was born into a caste bred for violence, but she always preferred the skies over battlefields. I used to fly for hours before they clipped me, she said. The sky was the only place I was free. Elliot nodded. I get it. I fix ships not because I love scrap but because I love freedom. Being alone out here, it lets me breathe. You're alone a lot then. Yeah. She looked at him sideways. You don't have a mate. He laughed. No. I guess I don't open up easily. She stepped closer. You opened up to me. I guess I did. The silence stretched, charged and delicate. Would you let me fly again? She asked. If I can fix your wings, yes, he said. I'll try. Her hand, a clawed but gentle thing, rested on his arm. Then I'll follow you skybound. Ending. Their departure didn't go unnoticed. 3 Federation interceptors tracked their ship the moment it broke atmosphere. Elliot cursed as alarms blared. Thalzieh stood beside him, her eyes glowing with determination. They're coming for me, she said. If I leave this ship, maybe they'll let you live. No, he snapped. We do this together. She smiled sadly. You really are the strangest human I've ever met. And you're the bravest alien I've ever fallen for. He blinked. The words had just come out. But she didn't flinch. You mean that? She asked. I do. Her expression softened. Then you'd better hold on. Thalzieh pushed the throttle, flooding the ship with stolen Veari tech she'd secretly reactivated. The engine screamed but the ship jumped, not through hyperspace but a quantum fold. A technology the Federation didn't even know existed. When the light cleared, they were gone. They settled on a forgotten moon, living in the ruins of an old terraformer station. Days passed into weeks. Elliot modified her wing structure with bioregenerative nanites. Slowly she stretched them, then flapped, then soared. The first time she took flight again, she let out a cry that echoed across the stars. Elliot watched from below, a grin on his face. When she landed, she tackled him with enough force to knock the breath from his lungs. You gave me the sky back, she said. How do I repay that? He cupped her face, feeling the soft hum of energy beneath her skin. You already did. Thalzieh blinked those golden eyes. Do you still think I'm beautiful even now? Even knowing what I was made for? Especially now, he said. She touched his forehead with hers, a Veari gesture of affection. I was called a monster, she whispered. But you made me feel like something more. Because you are something more, he replied. To me, you're everything. The stars above shimmered. In the distance, a new signal beacon flickered, a warning of danger or perhaps opportunity. But for now there was peace. And in the embrace of the so-called monster, Elliot had never felt more human.